AJ6EPL with a follow-up video to Quadcopter 101's latest video about the Cheerson CX-10W. I have a few of my own little pro tips and advice that I'd like to share to help people, because this little quadcopter is really cool. I mean, how other can you get a little camera like this in your pocket? There's a few shortcomings to Cheerson's setup, most noticeably the app here. Focus. There we go. The CX-10W Wi-Fi app that Cheerson has officially released, well, it works, but not well. I mean, it gives you control via the touchscreen joysticks, which suck, or the accelerometer, which works better, but still sucks. Most noticeably, when it's set to 100% rate, it's still not 100% rate that an official Cheerson controller will give you, especially when it comes to yaw rate. In fact, the yaw rate on this thing is so slow with the app that it makes it really hard to fly. However, this CX-10W Wi-Fi app will not let you use a regular controller with it. Rather, it lets, if you bind the quadcopter to the controller and start the app, it will grab control from the controller. And there is no way to set the app to use the controller. However, there is a solution to this problem. There is an alternate app you can use. This other app here, Wi-Fi FPV, this app here will also bind to the quadcopter, and it will let you get the Wi-Fi FPV while using a regular controller. I won't do a demonstration flight today. Quadcopter 101's got better flights to show anyway. Come on, focus. There we go. But also because I can't fly one-handed. So let me go ahead. I will, however, turn the controller on and open the app to show you that this really does work. However, I am going to have to set you down for a minute to get the app. I need to get the phone in its little clip here. Don't mind me. Okay, the phone's in the controller. Oh, and I forgot to go over this real quick. So this here is actually a standard Cheerson controller. It's from the CX-10A that I bought, with a few of my own little modifications to it. First off, I have a 3D printed clone of the fake antenna on the Cyma controllers. In my case, a Cyma X5SW. And this clip I've got here is from the same quadcopter, the Cyma X5SW, the little Wi-Fi FPV clip that it comes with. And I've just attached it to the back of the controller here with some high-strength double-sided tape. Now, we'll go ahead and bind the quadcopter to the phone. And see, lights are blinking. Let's see, we'll go to settings here. Okay, you don't get to see my password, sorry. Okay, there we go. Wi-Fi. We'll wait till we see it. Give it a minute. There we go. One thing that is nice, though, is how quickly this nano quadcopter spawns its wireless network. We'll go ahead and open the Wi-Fi FPV app. Hit play, and you can see we have camera feed. Note the lights are still blinking because we haven't turned on the controller yet. There we go. We'll bind. Again, I'm not doing a demonstration flight because I can't fly one-handed, but I will spin up the propellers real quick to see that we do have control with the controller and Wi-Fi FPV. So this is one little pro tip that I wanted to share, how to get the most out of your quadcopter here. Go ahead and shut that down. Go ahead and turn this off. Now, there's a couple other little things. In lieu of a demonstration flight, I do have a couple flight characteristics to give you a heads up about. When you fly outdoors, the thing is quite heavily laden. As such, it is vulnerable to vortex ring state very easily. When you descend rapidly, make sure you're descending in a spiral pattern or moving in one direction. This also creates a problem, though, when you try to... Okay, let me back up. It also creates a problem when you have signal cutouts from the controller. Even though the controller instantly rebinds, and really the propellers only hiccup for a minute, because of how heavy laden this thing is with its camera, it just drops out of the sky even though the propellers spin back up. So unless it's really close, like say maybe 10 to 20 feet, don't go fly over a hazard that you wouldn't want to crash into. That's kind of common sense with these quads, but I thought I'd reinforce that anyway. Now, a few other little pro tips that I've got. I have a little modification to the case here that I wanted to show you. I got to set you down, well, maybe... Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, first off, I've cut a little hole in the side of the case, right here, that allows the charging cord to go inside. You may also notice this little cutout right here. I recommend making that little cutout just so you don't bend up this little antenna that sticks off the side. Without it, that gets bent all out of shape really easily. But what this allows you to do, it allows you to have your CX-10 in its case and charge. Let me go ahead and plug it in. I got to set you down for a minute while I do this, because it's a two-handed operation. Okay, and so now we have our CX-10 plugged in inside its case. We can even close up the case. And then we can plug it into a USB charge bank like this. This combined with the controller makes it such that you can put the quadcopter, the controller, and the phone clip all in a very small bag like this fanny pack right here. And this makes it convenient for carrying around. Let's say you go on a hike or something. You can pull it out in a moment's notice and go shoot video real quick and bring it back. One more little final word of caution that I forgot to mention when I was talking flight characteristics. I don't know if it's a defect with mine or just a firmware defect. It seems that after a couple minutes of flight with mine, the gyros become uncalibrated. And so you have to land and recal the gyros, otherwise it won't fly in a certain direction. So just another quick word of caution. It's a really fun little nano quadcopter, if nanos are your thing. And I hope you find all these tips helpful. Have a good day. KJ Sips, EPL Clear.